Good morning, students. How are you? Hope all of you are fine. So, today we are going to start with the second part of the chapter, the fundamental unit of life. I have already told you that cell is called the fundamental unit of life because all the organisms are made up of cell. In that video, we have studied about the types of organisms on the basis of number of cells. That is, organisms are unicellular and multicellular. Today, we are going to study about the types of cell. We have two types of cells, prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cell. Now, what are prokaryotic cells? The organisms which are made up of prokaryotic cells are called prokaryotes, whereas the organisms which are made up of eukaryotic cells are called eukaryotes. Now, prokaryotes. What is prokaryotic cells? Prokaryotic cells are the cells which were found when the evolution of life took place on Earth. That means it was the first organism or cell which was formed when life started on Earth. These are the most simplest form of life. The prokaryotic cells do not have a nucleus, or they have a scattered nucleus because they lack a well-defined nuclear membrane. Because they do not have a well-defined nuclear membrane, due to which the nucleus of the prokaryotic cell or the material is found scattered in the cytoplasm, which is called as nucleoid. That means they have a scattered DNA called nucleoid. It have very few internal structures, or it lack cell organelles, whereas a eukaryotic cell have cell organelles to perform different functions in a cell. It only have ribosomes, which does the function of protein synthesis. They are unicellular. Yes, all the unicellular organisms are prokaryotes, or we can say that all the prokaryotes are unicellular. That is, all the prokaryotes are unicellular. That is, they are made up of only one cell. Example, bacteria. Now there is a diagram of a prokaryotic cell. You can see that the DNA is scattered. It is not fixed. It is not centralized. So it is called nucleoid. It is having small granules called small granules and ribosomes. Ribosomes, the only cell organelle which is found inside a prokaryotic cell. A prokaryotic cell, because it is a unicellular, for the movement it have a flagella. The cytoplasm, plasma membrane and cell wall. That is, the prokaryote cells have a cell wall and plasma membrane. I have already told you, no matter what is the shape of the cell, what is the structure of the shell, or what is its function, three things will be common in every cell. That is nucleus, cytoplasm and cell membrane. Now, a eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cell are the most complex form of life, or it is said that the eukaryotic cells have arisen from the prokaryotic cells only. Eukaryotic cell, they are more complex. As you can see, humans are an example of eukaryotic cells. The structure and function of a eukaryotic cell is much complex and complicated. It is having a well-defined nucleus because it has a nuclear membrane. Prokaryotes lack nuclear membrane, whereas eukaryotes have a nuclear membrane, due to which they have a proper nucleus. It contains all the cell organelles surrounded by membranes in the cytoplasm. They can be unicellular also, and they can be multicellular also. Most of the organisms are eukaryotes. Means most of the population of species or organisms are eukaryotes. The common example of animals and plants. Now you can see plant and animal both comes in the category of eukaryotes. So we have the diagram of plant cell and animal cell. The difference between the plant cell and animal cell we'll discuss in other further parts. Plant cells have a cell wall, whereas animal cells lack a cell wall. Plants have large vacuoles, whereas animals have small vacuole, or it does not have any vacuole. It is having plastids or chloroplast. Animals are having ribosomes and mitochondria for its functioning. Now, what are the similarities and differences between eukaryotes? Both are surrounded by plasma membrane, but very different. Both the organisms are both the cells are surrounded by plasma membrane, but they are very different with each other. The size of eukaryotes is larger in comparison with prokaryotes. Although we cannot see eukaryotic cell with the naked eyes, but even then in comparison with the prokaryotes, eukaryote cells are larger. The example of prokaryotes are archaebacteria and eubacteria, and eukaryotes are everything else except these two. All those are example of eukaryotic cells. Now, what are the shapes of cells? Humans have different cells inside. That's just like smooth muscle cells, ovum, epithelial cells, nerve cells, fat cell, RBCs, spirogyra, sperm, abema, bacteria. These all are cells, and they have different shapes. They do not have a same shape. I have been continuously telling you that three things are common in every cell, but they vary in their shape, structure, and function. Smooth muscle cells. Muscle cells is an involuntary non-striated muscle. Ovum. An ovum is a haploid female reproductive cell or gamete. Yes, ovum is a female gamete that is responsible for the fertilization. Epithelial cells. Epithelials are formed of cells that line the cavities in the body and also cover flat surfaces. Yes, epithelial tissues are the tissues which forms the covering of the parts of body and the organs. The next is nerve cell. Nerve cell is also called a neuron. A neuron is also called a nerve cell. It is an electrically excitable cell that processes and transmits information by electrical and chemical signaling. Yes, nerve cell does the function of transporting the messages from our body to brain and brain to the body. That is, it helps us to response to the stimuli we receive. That is, it helps us to act against any stimulus. Nerve cell, remember the shape of nerve cell, it never changes its shape. It is the longest cell in a human body. Fat cell. Fat cells are also called adipocytes or lipocytes, are the cells that primarily compose adipose tissues, specialize in storing energy as fat. Yes, fat cells, they together, when fat cell combines to form adipose tissues, and adipose tissues perform the function of storing the energy as a fat. RBCs, red blood cells. We know in our blood we have three type of cells, that is RBC, WBCs and platelets. Red blood cells, they are also called erythrocytes, are the most common type of blood cell and the vertebrate organism's principal means of delivering oxygen to the body tissues by the blood flow through the circulatory system. Yes, RBCs helps to carry the oxygen because it has the hemoglobin present in it, which is called the respiratory pigment, and the color of RBC is red because of the presence of hemoglobin. So RBCs do the function of transporting oxygen and other material to and fro the body. Spirogyra. Spirogyra is a genus of filamentous green algae of the order Zygnematales, named for the helical or spiral arrangement of the chloroplast that is diagnostic for the genus. Yes, Spirogyra is another form of algae. It is having a helical or spiral chloroplast in it. Sperm. Sperm is called the male gamete. It is transferred from the male body to the female body for the process of fertilization. And you can see the structure of a sperm cell or a male gamete. Amoeba. I have already told you about amoeba. The amoeba is a unicellular organism which does not have a fixed shape. Amoeba keeps on changing its shape. It is a genus of protozoa. Yeah, it means it's a form of protozoa. Bacteria. Bacteria are large domain of single-celled prokaryote microorganisms. Bacteria are also prokaryotic organisms, and bacteria are bacteria are present in a wide variety. So these are single-celled organisms and are prokaryote in structure. Plant cell and animal cell, I have already told you about these two. The major difference between the plant cell and animal cell is that plant cells have a cell wall, a rigid cell wall which is made up of dead cells and perform the function of protecting it, whereas a animal cell lacks a cell wall, the basic unit of structure and function in nearly all plants. Although plant cells are variously modified in structures and functions, they have many common features. The most distinctive features of all plant cells is the rigid cell wall, which is absent in animal cells. Animal cells have a lot of cell organelles in it. Similarly, plant cells also have a lot of organelles in it, which does the different functions in a cell. Animal cells are typical of the eukaryotic cell, enclosed by plasma membrane and containing a membrane-bound nucleus and organelles. Unlike the eukaryotic cells of the plants and fungi, animal cells do not have a cell wall. Now, here are the major four differences between animal cells and plant cells. Animal cells are generally small in size. Plant cells are usually larger than animal cells. Cell wall is absent in animal cells and cell wall is present in plant cells. Except the protozoan Euglena, no animal cell possesses plastids. Plastids are present. Vacuoles are smaller in size in animal cells, whereas vacuoles are larger in plant cells. Thank you and have a nice day. Have a nice day. Go through the and write down all the notes in your notebook. Soon I will be uploading the third part of the chapter.